Today's video, we're going to go over how to do the TRX rear lateral raises. You'll need a TRX, you need a place where to anchor it, but before we go about the movement, let's talk about the prime movers. We'll be using our posterior deltoids, or the back of the shoulders in more layman's term. Also, your core is going to be involved because you're leaning back on an angle. Your core has to keep the body straight like a plank. So your glutes and your abs are going to be also engaged in a isometric hold. They're just going to be squeezing to keep you from bending, so anti-rotational work. So let's get into it. Here in the studio, I hooked my TRX to the top of my squat rack. At home, use a little puck or kind of a sandbag with the tongue and attach it on top of the door frame. Make sure the door hopefully, ideally, opens out so that when you're inside, if that door was ever to open, it wouldn't open on you and you would fall, risking hitting your head or hurting yourself. So once you're anchored properly, you're ready to do your rear lateral raises. You're going to start, arms are straight. You're going to walk in a little bit, and from here you open your arms into a T. At the top position, I like my hands to be about ear height or even a little higher, and then I control back. I also pivot on my heels. I find that that pivot makes me more in a hinging motion. And at the top, I'm very conscious of squeezing the rear delts. Because it's only one joint moving, I can really focus on the muscle I'm working. I'm also squeezing my glutes and thinking belly button to the stomach, so it's nice and tight. At all times, the TRX should have tension. It should never be slack. And you can always control the movement where when you stop, I'm still in an angle. I don't have to be fully upright and then there's no more tension. So I stop right before that I get to that point of no tension. I keep the tension on the TRX. And always take your time on the way down on the negative. Okay, you do get stronger in the eccentric portion of the movement. That's a common mistake I see with beginners is they don't pay attention to the eccentric, they just go back real quick, and then on the concentric they think that's where all the gains and the strength is coming from. But it's coming from both, and your eccentric is about 50% stronger. So take your time on the way back. When you do concentric, feel the squeeze in the rear delts, and then slowly back, and you have it. The TRX rear lateral raises. Any questions, please put them in the comment if you're watching this on YouTube, and if you're part of my training program, please send me a message on Trainerize. I'd be happy to assist you with any questions you have.